Hey everyone, how's it going? Puntastic77 here, coming to you with some TF2. Hope you're doing well. I'm playing a little bit of the Spy class here, just wanted to show it off because I haven't featured it in a while on my channel here. So I just wanted to show off a few clips that I got playing as a Spy. These are not really the best clips here, but I am actively working at getting better as the Spy. So I'm just playing with the stock knife, the L'Étranger, because it makes the cloak time last longer. And yeah, just the basic everything else, no crazy, sappers or anything like that. But what I really wanted to talk about is something that I noticed while playing as a Spy this weekend, just, trying to practice it, get a little better at it, is where are you looking? Now that is the title of the video here, and you're probably wondering, well, what the heck are you talking about? So let's talk about it. Where are you looking right now? You better be looking at this video, or if you have it to the side, that's fine. You better be listening to the video in that case. But when you're playing TF2, I think one of the most important things is where are you looking and where are the other players looking. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, some of you who are a little bit more advanced in the game, what the heck's this dude's talking about? I know where I'm looking, he knows where I'm looking, and the other team knows where I'm looking, so why is he talking about that? But I don't think it's as simple as you think it is. So for example, where does a soldier need to look? Where does a spy need to look? Where does a medic need to look? And I think the answer is a little bit more complicated than it really is. So let's talk about it. So we're looking at some Spy gameplay here. So let's take a look at where I'm looking at and kind of some of the thought processes that I was, making while I was doing this. So when I'm looking, I look specifically right at the center of my screen for most of the classes here. That's, the initial where am I looking at here. Where I want them to be looking at is behind. I don't want them to be looking at me, that's for sure. And I want to just come up behind him here. With this, for example, when I'm shooting with the L'Étranger, I'm trying to look where he's going, which is why I'm missing a lot of my shots. Now that medic was giving me trouble the whole game here. He was pretty good, but I was able to make him go back and have to go heal himself or do whatever. Now I'm using the card to heal up here just before I go in and make my next push. This part of the video is really fun, just going in and getting a few stabs, kind of retreating to a certain area, doing it again and again and again. So what I'm really trying to get at is that where a spy looks should be different than where a soldier looks. So for example, the soldier is a little bit more direct. He can look what's in front of him. He has to look at a sentry gun that's shooting, and he has to shoot forward at that. He's not coming in from the sides, he's not coming in from the top. Those are all viable options as soldier, but the way that I play soldier and the way that I think soldier should be played if you're trying to be a team player is that you're trying to take out sentries, you're looking in front of you, you're looking at people's feet. So you're either looking at a sentry gun directly or you're looking at a player's feet because you're trying to launch them in the air. So another class, for example, scouts and pirates, they need to be looking at people from the sides, while the medics and the spies need to be looking at players from the back. Now, be it that the medics have to look at their own teammates from the back while watching their own back, that's a different story here. But I really think that's the breakdown of where you should be looking at here. So for example, I'm coming up here in these next couple of clips, trying to get a good angle on this sniper here. Just could not really get him. But yeah, I have the advantage because they cannot see me. I'm coming up behind them. These seem like really basic things, but a lot of people think that, coming up from spies, coming up from the sides and picking off people because, you can get a backstab on someone, not directly behind them. You can kind of get it on the sides here, but that's, basic Spy 101. But if you didn't know that, that's a little spy tip for you. You don't have to be directly behind someone to get a spy stab. It can be on the sides here. Another factor that's important when you're talking about where are you looking is how are you looking. So what I mean by that is, what does your HUD look like? What does your point of view look like? So I've seen a lot of videos where, people are playing the demo man or the soldier and their weapon looks really, really far back. Now that's super important. So if you look where the spy's hand is right now, that's kind of taken up a good corner of the screen here. And a lot of people either like to have that whole part removed or whitened out so you can see through it. And that's one really important thing. I would definitely go and look into that if it's something that you think your game is missing or you think it might improve your gameplay as a spy, a demo man. I definitely want to try that in the future with a bunch of different classes, is have my point of view zoomed out just a little bit to make the weapons look smaller so I have a lot more field of view when I am playing Team Fortress 2. But yeah, these are some thoughts about something that I think is kind of interesting and a lot of people aren't talking about is, where are you looking in the game and how are you looking while you're playing the game. So let me know kind of your thoughts on that. I'd love to know what you all think about it. You know, where are you looking when you're playing the game? Is it more towards the top, more towards people's feet? Are you looking in the distance, the foreground? I think these are things that are super important that need to be asked, and it could make your game a little bit better. I know for myself, I really had to switch up my mentality when I was playing Spy, because I had been playing Engineer before, and I was constantly focused on looking at my sentry gun, trying to keep it alive, and you kind of get tunnel vision when you're looking at the reticle, you know, the green part on my screen, or the aimer, as I used to call it. When I'm playing Engineer, you know, I'm kind of zoomed in on the sentry and not really looking at the sides, and that's a really bad habit to develop. But, you know, it was just something I had to do here. But let me know what you all think about it. The video's coming to a close, and thank you all for watching so much. I appreciate it.